The arrival of Roman Abramovich at Chelsea in June 2003 shook up the landscape of English football forever. In his 16 plus years in charge of the club, Abramovich has been criticised for being short-termist, ruthless, and too quick to hire and fire managers. Despite those criticisms, since his arrival, no English team has won more trophies than the West Londoners. The Blues have won 18 trophies in total during that time, most notably 5 Premier League titles, the Champions League, 2 Europa Leagues, and 5 FA Cups. Much of that success has been attributed to the vast resources Abramovich has pumped into the club, particularly in his early years and before the introduction of financial fair play by UEFA. Roman wasted no time when it came to writing big cheques following his arrival at Stamford Bridge, and today I'm going to take a look at Chelsea's first 7 signings following the Russian billionaire's takeover, and where those players are now. Glen Johnson, retired. Chelsea's first signing of the Roman Abramovich era was young English fullback Glen Johnson. A graduate of the West Ham Academy, Johnson was just 18 when he signed for Chelsea for a fee of £6 million following his breakout season at Upton Park. He made 60 appearances in his first 2 seasons at Stamford Bridge before losing his place to Paulo Ferreira. Johnson went on to star for Portsmouth, Liverpool and Stoke, as well as winning 53 caps for England, before retiring from football in the summer of 2018. The 35-year-old has since made various media appearances, doing the odd predictions in the newspapers, and appearing on TalkSport. GEREMI, UEFA'S MIP programme. Versatile former Cameroon great GEREMI joined Chelsea in July 2003 from Real Madrid for £6.9 million. Equally comfortable at right back or midfield, GEREMI played plenty of football in his 4 seasons at the Bridge, although his game time in the league was gradually reduced by Jose Mourinho. GEREMI left Chelsea to sign for Newcastle in 2007, which would be his last long-term club, before brief stints in Turkey and Greece. Capped 118 times by Cameroon, GEREMI officially retired in 2011, and last week he joined the likes of Didier Drogba, Andrei Arshavin and Kaká on UEFA'S Executive Master for International Players Programme. Initialised as simply MIP, the programme seeks to help footballers prepare for life after sport and new career opportunities. Wayne Bridge, retired. Wayne Bridge was a terrific young fullback when he signed for Chelsea in 2003, commanding a fee of £7 million plus Graham Lasseau. At the age of 22, Bridge was already a full England international who had played over 170 games for Southampton. He made almost 50 appearances in his debut campaign, famously scoring an 88th minute winner to send Chelsea into the Champions League semi-finals against Arsenal. The arrival of Ashley Cole in 2006 was always likely to limit Bridge's game time for both club and country, and in 2008 he joined another newly taken over cash-rich side in the form of Manchester City. Bridge later went on loan to West Ham, Sunderland and Brighton, retiring in 2014 after a short spell with Reading, and he can now be seen on Joe's Liquid Football podcast and advertising for Debenhams clothing. DAMIEN DUFF, Celtic coach. Republic of Ireland legend DAMIEN DUFF was signed by Chelsea off the back of an excellent season at Blackburn Rovers in which he hit double figures from the left flank. Chelsea met the Dubliners' £17 million release clause, and Duff spent the next 3 seasons as a regular at the Bridge. He played a big part in bringing consecutive Premier League titles back to Stamford Bridge in 2005 and 2006 before joining Newcastle United like GEREMI, where it was his own goal which ultimately saw the Magpies relegated. 5 seasons at Fulham followed before short spells in Australia and Ireland and retirement in 2015. Duff then moved into coaching, firstly at Shamrock Rovers and now at Celtic, where he is Neil Lennon's first team coach. Joe Cole, coach and pundit. One of the most technically gifted players English football has produced during my lifetime, if not longer, Joe Cole had a terrific career, but it potentially could have been a whole lot better. As a youngster at West Ham, it looked as though there was nothing Cole couldn't do with the ball at his feet. He joined Chelsea for £6.6 million, where he would win 7 trophies in 7 seasons and 1 Player of the Year award. Sadly though, for both club and country, Cole tended to be pushed down to a wide position, whilst he always looked strongest in a free roll through the middle. Post-Chelsea, Cole played for Liverpool, Lille, West Ham, Aston Villa, Coventry City and Tampa Bay Ramblers. He retired in 2018 and has since taken up a role as a technical academy coach at Chelsea, as well as doing a fair bit of punditry for BT Sport. Juan Sebastian Veron, Estudiantes chairman. Juan Sebastian Veron was always a brilliant footballer, but he was signed by Chelsea in 2003, having failed to really justify the record-breaking £28.1 million that Manchester United had paid for him. He cost Chelsea just half that amount, but only made 14 appearances in his single season at the Bridge. Jose Mourinho was quick to move him on, and Bron went on to turn out for Inter Milan and Estudiantes, only hanging up his boots in 2014. He has worked in the hierarchy at his boyhood club Estudiantes since 2012 and currently serves as the club's chairman. Adrian Mutu, AL-WAHDA reserves manager. Adrian Mutu's time at Chelsea was shrouded in a controversy, which is bizarrely still ongoing. The Romanian set Chelsea back £15.8 million having started in Italy for Parma, but he could only manage 6 Premier League goals in his debut campaign. Mourinho and Mutu immediately had a personality clash upon the Portuguese manager's arrival, and in September 2004, the striker was handed a 7-month ban for testing positive for cocaine use. Chelsea sued Mutu for damages of roughly €17 million, and FIFA ruled in favour of the club in 2008. Mutu was given 30 days to pay the fine. More than a decade on, and 4 different appeals later, all found in favour of Chelsea, the battle is still ongoing. Mutu himself went on to play for the likes of Juventus and Fiorentina before retiring in 2016, and he has been coaching UAE Pro League side AL-WAHDA's reserves since 2018. That's it for today's 7. Thanks for watching, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and obviously make sure you're subscribed to HITC Sevens. Also, if you're watching on mobile, just try tapping your screen now. Apparently that is sometimes required to bring up our little subscribe button and a couple of other videos that YouTube thinks you might enjoy.